lift up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Now they run a draw play. Oh, he's got open space. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
This is one of those plays that doesn't look like it should be tough to defend, but it always ends up being tough to defend. The linebackers have to get back into their pass sets. If it's sold correctly on the offensive side, it puts a lot of pressure on that second level, and here they're just not able to react and get back into those run fits.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. He's got space. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, this defense better buckle up. That's 2 straight runs, 2 straight first downs. I'm telling you, this guy is explosive. They're going to have to really focus on stopping this run game because so far, 2 plays, 2 explosive.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
The point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Flores. They finally get him down, but that's a huge chunk play. Offense getting momentum as we wrap the first quarter up. And it's Minnesota in front, Joel. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback-designed runs. You've got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield. There's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Here comes the rush. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Chris, that's exactly where they wanted to go with this ball. You can tell by this play fake. You get some play-action pass, and there is conflict on the defense, and more specifically on the defenders responsible for the tight end. He's your primary target, and they're able to get the ball to him for a nice big gain. Beautiful play call, great execution by the quarterback, tight end, running back, everybody involved.
Movement here from the tight end. Throwing off play action. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
To the air. It's Lindsey. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
This is great recognition by the wide receiver of the coverage being run, because on a drag route, if it's man coverage, you're going to continue to run. If it's zone coverage, you're going to sit down, and he sits down right here. Quarterback is on the same page, and they're able to get a completion, some yards after the catch, and get a first down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
Pass play produces just a yard, so now they come up 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Taylor. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on, and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. They'll come together here and discuss the call on this fourth down play. And the Golden Gophers will bring their punt team onto the field. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Smart to get down right there and avoid the big hit. He's able to get what he can get, and he gets down. Now you just live to play another down.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up fourth down. Now the Gophers will take their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
It's so difficult to present pressure on the quarterback in a short yardage situation, and the defense is able to do it. That's a really nice job by this defensive coordinator and this defensive front getting home on third down.
Coverage team makes the tackle. No gain on that return. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Dropping back, it's Lindsey. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers. That's their final one. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Fires it to the wideout. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Springfield. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
As the first down is still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on second, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
Caught behind the line. It's Walsh. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
The Golden Gophers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff, fights through a tackle. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And the Golden Gophers looking to cash in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
These are the opportunities you just cannot let slip away. You got first and goal inside the 5. Chris, this is their chance to punch it in here and really gain some momentum in this game.
The Golden Gophers come to the line with first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place, and again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? And the wideout goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Grab behind the line. It's Martin. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. So it's 2nd down and 9. The completion not producing much there on 1st down. He hands it off from the gun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
What a great job by this pass rush. On 3rd down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's 4th down.
The Cavaliers bring their punt team onto the field. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
2nd down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Taylor. And they make the stop, and it's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And it's Minnesota on top now. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
An important third down attempt for this offense. To the air, it's Lindsey. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's fourth down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, fourth down.
And the Golden Gophers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson.
All right, that's a good start to this drive, but now you got to start thinking about game situation. You're down multiple possessions here. When do you go ahead and take the field goal? If they get this ball into field goal range and there's a minute 20 left, you might want to think about taking that field goal then trying to get the ball back to go score your touchdown.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here, and they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What an opportunity missed by this offense. They were in 2nd and short, don't get the first down. 3rd and short, go play action, still don't get the first down. Great credit to this defense. They're able to get the stop, but boy.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's hit as he throws it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
Well, being down in this game, Chris, they're forced into these opportunities where they have to be aggressive on 4th down. But that's a good conversion. Now, the challenge is to maintain the momentum. Get this ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
And the Cavaliers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Defense is coming after him. Catch made down inside the 20. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Going for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
This is really high-level football. It's about timing and spacing, in particular when the field gets condensed. Quarterback throws it on time. Beautiful route by the wide receiver, and it's a touchdown for this offense.
Coach deciding to go for 2, trying to cut this lead to a field goal late in the game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's a good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Pounding away with the run game. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. A decision to make here. What are they going to do on this second down?
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
He's going to hand this off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Timeout taken by Boise State, their second. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on third down. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And now the defense will spend their third and final timeout. Big fourth down play coming up as they decide what to call. The Golden Gophers will bring their punt team on the field now. And they'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. First down. Looking to throw the football. Punt over the middle. It's Martin.
I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be thrown on time. Both of those happen, and it's completion for this offense.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Moves out of the pocket, extending the play now. He'll make the first down, and that scramble, that's a tough one for this defense to give up.
You know, Chris, when you boil this game all the way down for a quarterback, it really is about 2 things. Getting first downs, getting touchdowns. Here, he's able to move the chains, and he does so easily.
Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So 2nd and 6 now to pick up 4 on 1st. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Bringing pressure.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
This is a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 61 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now.
Perfect offense, in particular with no timeouts. They understand that they've got to get the ball out of bounds or past the chains. There is no way you can complete this ball short of the first down marker or not near the sideline, because if this clock is running, they're likely going to lose the game. Everybody needs to know the situation, in particular the quarterback. Where the ball goes is vital.
So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that ties the game. We could be headed for overtime.
What a clutch drive and a clutch kick to tie this ball game up. Not a ton of time left, but there is just enough. Remember, defensively, you cannot let anybody past you on this series.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Gonna run it. It's Taylor. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. A deep shot right down the middle. And it's incomplete as time runs out of regulation. We are headed to overtime. And now the unique experience of a college football overtime. The format is unique. A coin toss will decide the choice of playing on offense or defense. Most teams choose to play defense first, and then each side will get a possession beginning from the plus 25-yard line.
You're exactly right, Chris. You want to play defense so you would know exactly what you need to do with your offensive possession here in the first overtime. But this is an opportunity for your coordinators, your play callers, your head coach to take stock. What worked for you during the course of that last quarter or the second half, and lean into those things. Where are you having success? Those are the plays that you need to call right here.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, I've always felt like as an offensive coordinator, you need to take stock in what's worked so far today, and it's got to be your best stuff. What formation, what personnel group, what players have succeeded in this ball game, and you got to go with that here in overtime.
Catch hauled in here over the middle, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Looking for the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Great start to this overtime series. That is some high-level execution, and now goal to go. You got to stick it in the end zone. Do you need to get your quarterback on the move outside of the pocket? I always love that, in particular in this situation.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win.
Chris, there's only one objective when you run onto the field as an offense and you've got great field position like they had, and that's to stick it in the end zone, and they're able to do that. Capitalizing on those opportunities, that's what good teams do.
Now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And the point after is good. Going into the second overtime, the stakes have been raised because if you score a touchdown by rule, you have to go for a two-point conversion. So it's intriguing. How many two-point plays do you trust? Have you been practicing? That usually comes into play, Joel.
Chris, every offensive play caller has those few plays just sitting on the side of their play sheet, ready for this moment. It's their best two-point plays, maybe a trick play, some misdirection, and this is the moment that they can finally break them out. You get in the end zone, we're going to see something special. Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but I would be trusting the quarterback. He has been very good in this ball game, and this is the guy that's going to have to lead you to victory.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Tight end makes the grab.
That's a good start right there. Not a huge play down the field, but certainly something that you can build on from a rhythm standpoint. As the pressure increases in overtime as a quarterback, you've got to rely on your timing, your ball placement. Those are the things that'll carry the day.
So here comes a crucial 3rd and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. Receiver makes the grab, and the Golden Gophers offense is on the move now.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
The Golden Gophers lining up here on 1st and 10. Has a path to the end zone. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a two-point try coming up.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
Score the touchdown. Now by rule they must go for 2 here in second overtime. Offense looking to throw the ball. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Just trying to get rid of it. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but I would be trusting the quarterback. He has been very good in this ball game, and this is the guy that's going to have to lead you to victory.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw here. Coming after him. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but I would be trusting the quarterback. He has been very good in this ball game, and this is the guy that's going to have to lead you to victory.
3rd and long in obvious 4-down territory. They'd love to at least get a chunk of it here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Well, here we go. Have to have it. 4th down. Need a touchdown. This has got to be your best play call, your best player. Everything on the line right here.
So here we have a challenging 4th down play with the game on the line. Defense gets a stop, and it's game over. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Michigan State Spartans against the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Joel Klatt. Holly Rose on the sidelines experiencing the weather conditions today. Hey, Holly.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. We'll see how the weather affects this game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So North Carolina's offense comes on the field first today. And welcome to Miami's Hard Rock Stadium for this year's edition of the Orange Bowl. Just to say that name, Joel, just brings back so many memories. So much college football history has taken place down here in South Florida.
And for a couple of guys that went to Colorado, certainly a lot of history. And yes, that was definitely a clip. So Colorado wins that national championship. But here in this edition of the Orange Bowl, I got to tell you, I am so excited to see these two teams play. What great seasons they've had. They are one step away from competing for a championship.
In 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a third and very long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gets it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Edwards. The pass rush closing in. And that catch is hauled in. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's 4th down.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Good coverage there. 0 gain on the return. So Michigan State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Tight end goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO the run-pass option that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Enough for a first down at the 37.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking for a receiver. And it's just beyond that receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Testing the right side here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I understand as an offense that you want to try to get the ball down the field, force it down the field, force the issue. The problem is that you can't put the ball in a precarious spot. Here, the defense almost comes up with this interception. In fact, probably should have.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Four-yard gain makes it second down and 6 now. Quick pass, the catch is made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Here comes the pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack on third down.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
And the Tar Heels will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. They'll kick it away here. And that sets up a return. Coverage team makes the tackle. No gain on that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Using his legs, it's Edwards. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. And they'll trap him for a sack. Big play by this defense. So as we reach the end of the first quarter, still scoreless. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable fourth down opportunity, but I still don't love the idea of going for it and being aggressive. This is just too many yards to go for it. I think the punt is the play.
The Spartans will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up second and 3. They call the draw play here. And the Tar Heels looking to keep this drive rolling.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Excellent play by this defense. Getting that tackle for loss and creating a 2nd and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating 3rd and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Edwards. Oh, the pocket collapsing. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. Good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the pressure's on. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Timeout taken by the Spartans. Their 1st. Chance to strategize for this 2nd down play.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on 3rd down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the 3rd down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on 1st down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on 1st down is setting them up for success here down the line.
Now they get a timeout from the Tar Heels. That's going to be their 1st. Strategy session before this 3rd down play. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. North Carolina will use their 2nd timeout here. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
There's no better situation to call defense than 3rd and long because you can be aggressive, and this defense loves to be aggressive in these situations. They blitz and they get home. That's a great sack and a great opportunity to get off the field.
Good coverage there. 0 gain on the return. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Short pass finds the tight end. A solid gain of 7 on the completion sets him up now 2nd and 3. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Chris, we don't often talk about pitch selection for a quarterback and how important it is. Sometimes you got to drive the football or throw it layered over a linebacker or even with touchdown the field. Here, it's zone coverage. It's a curl route. He's got to throw a fastball right in between the defenders and does a beautiful job.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You got to understand the drop because the defense was all over.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here comes the rush. He's got it at the 15. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Springfield. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Spartans offense back out on the field now. And they get the second half started with their running play. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Again, makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Well, Chris, if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to be a good third down team. And here early in this game, they're able to get into third and short and convert and move the chains. This is something to watch the rest of the game. Can they have first and second down success and put them in position for an easy conversion?
On the ground, it's Edwards. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's a nice game, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays down the field. This quarterback is going to have to start taking some chances against this secondary.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the Spartans pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Chris, as a quarterback, sometimes you feel like you've just got no chance. I mean, the pressure is immense. We've seen it all day long. All these sacks that he's had to take in the backfield. And this pass rush is just owning the line of scrimmage. The offensive line better fix something, and they better fix it in a hurry.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on 3rd and long.
Chris, one of the things that goes most overlooked when you're talking about the pass rush is the coverage. And here, in particular in man, they're taking away the quick and easy throw, forcing the quarterback to hold the football and allowing that rush to get home. It's a beautiful job of the combination of coverage and rush working together.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And there's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Bringing pressure. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
Chris, it seems to me like this quarterback is predetermining where he wants to throw the football. He's got to just read the concept out. Here, the coverage is really good, and he still forces the football, forces the issue down the field. That ball probably should have been picked off.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks into the clear. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's North Carolina on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
This is an outstanding job by this offensive line in pass protection. The defense is in a blitz. They're trying to get home, and they cannot get near this quarterback. He's just sitting back there in the pocket, and now you've manipulated your passing structure. You're trying to blitz. There's not enough defenders back there, and he's just picking them apart. That's a beautiful job by the offensive line.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Each of these teams wanted to come in and establish the run game, and Chris, neither of them have been able to do that. Credit to these defenses, but now you've got to transition. You've got to adjust, and it's going to be a quarterback game. Whichever quarterback can come out, find his rhythm, and execute, that's the team that's going to win.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback. And here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field. But again, it always comes down to protection.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And we are tied up now here in the 4th quarter.
This is the difficult part about being a kicker. Chris, he hasn't attempted a kick all day long. And now in the 4th quarter, Cole, he's got to roll out there and tie the game. And he drills it cold as ice. That's what I'm talking about.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So 2nd and 6 now. They pick up 4 on 1st. Scanning the field. It's Edwards. Looking for a man deep on the right side. It's caught inside the 30. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You dream of these scenarios as a quarterback and as an offense. You're down, you've got to drive the field and put the ball in the end zone, and they're able to do it right here. What a great drive, great execution. They're able to take the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll throw it now. It's a short completion to the tight end. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Oh, that's a huge tackle for loss. It was 2nd and short. Now it's 3rd and medium with a chance to get off the field. They've got to execute here and force them to punt.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Timeout taken by the Spartans. Their first. And they spend a timeout now after gaining the first down. The Spartans will have 1st and 10 here. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and they sack him. The pass rush making a big impact.
This has been a totally dominant performance by this pass rush. 5th sack of the game. This offensive line cannot protect the quarterback, and they continue to just tee off. I will not be surprised if they get 1 or 2 more.
2nd down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Coming after him. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
But credit to this defense with a huge play there on 3rd down. And now in this situation, they're really forced to go for it on 4th. It's got to be your best play call. As a play caller, you look down at your sheet. What is your best play? It has to be called right now.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. And the quarterback just takes a knee. And that will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. A neutral site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the UCLA Bruins against the James Madison Dukes. 3-Day Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, along with Joel Klatt. Holly Rome on the sidelines, and she has a weather report. Holly?
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Holly. We'll see how these teams continue to adjust to these weather conditions. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So UCLA's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And welcome to Miami's Hard Rock City, and for this year's edition of the Orange Bowl. Just to say that name, Joel, just brings back so many memories. So much college football history has taken place down here in South Florida.
And for a couple of guys that went to Colorado, certainly a lot of history.
He's got breaks into the clear. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Wow, they're wasting no time going for the jugular here. First snap of the game, and they're taking a big shot down the field. You love the aggressive nature of the play caller. Clearly all week they saw this in the game plan, the opportunity to take a shot early in the game, and they do it right off the bat.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. The shotgun handoff here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always assume that a corner can just cover because he's a corner. But what I always love to see, this is my favorite part of watching a corner play, is he physical in the run game? Will he come up there and make a tackle? I know this is a little pop pass jet sweep, so it's technically a pass. But this is a physical run fit from a corner on the outside.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on 3rd down, and here they're able to do that.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Dukes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. This is a young quarterback who won the job, and his lack of experience hasn't really shown so far this year, Joel. Can he step up in this moment?
Chris, the message from his coaches was pretty clear as they told us. You take the plays that the defense gives you, and if he does that, he's going to continue to have success. If he tries to search for something more, that's when he could get himself in trouble. But as a young player, you go out there, you execute, take those easy throws, you're going to have success. Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Remember, Chris, you've got to secure the ball, then get the foot down, and he's able to do that. Then you got to maintain control through the process of potentially going to the ground out of bounds. He gets all three of those elements, and it's a first down. That's a really good job.
He'll hand it off, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
Second down after that previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up fourth down.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
The Dukes will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Look out, he's got space ahead. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Well, Chris, we knew explosive plays were going to play a huge part in this game, and here the field is totally flipped on the RPO, the run-pass option. Great read from this quarterback. He gives it to his back, and you can see once the lane is there, he's got great explosiveness in the open field, and it's a huge gain for the offense.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. And here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. It's UCLA with the lead now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the running back's got it again. Has the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This defense has to adjust. If you're the defensive play caller, you've got to put a safety down into the box. You've got to get to a single high look and get the numbers on your side so you can stop the run. This is far too easy for an offense. Back-to-back rushes for first downs.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Ellis. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think the most important trait that a corner can have is actually the ability to be physical and tackle. Watch him get a tackle for loss on the outside. That's a massive play for the defense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCLA.
The ability to operate quickly as a quarterback and throw the ball into tight windows, it is so important, in particular when you're throwing it into the end zone like this, and he's able to get it done for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This is great recognition by this defense. They see the wide receiver screen. They're able to pursue out and get the tackle for loss. They have been running side to side as well as anybody today. I think that the offense needs to get downhill in the run game and run right at them.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to his receiver. Finds his man. It's Harrison. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Harrison. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Yeah, Chris, that looks just shy of the marker, the line to gain. If I'm the offense, I'm going to get up there and just quarterback sneak this right away. Don't allow the defense to even get a call in. Move fast, go quickly, use tempo, and sneak this across.
And the Dukes will have to kick this away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. They'll kick it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Now it's 2nd down here. To throw, it's Iamaleava. The pass rush closing in. Pass caught. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is just solid coverage in the back end, and they told us that they were going to be aware of these deep shots. They knew that they were going to get some aggressive calls from this offense, and here it shows up early in this game. But again, the coverage is sound, and what I love about them is their ability to track these routes deep down the field. Trying to take a shot, but the coverage is there.
He's brought down out at the 46. Now the Bruins call for a timeout. It's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. That pass is batted away. Incomplete.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here comes the pressure. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Springfield. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Bruins will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Another great move. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
That's an important first down on that running play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, that's exactly what this defense needed. Second and short, now a loss of yardage, and you've got third down and an opportunity to get off the field. A really good job of them being aggressive there on that second and short, not just giving up the first down.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. And he goes down, but there's also a flag down. If it's on the defense, it's going to be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Keller. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love. Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Quality run on first down, move the chains on 2nd and 3rd down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Did not make first down yardage. A huge turnover on downs. They're stopped on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together. And it's UCLA on top here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Really impressive assignment football from this defense. You got to set the edge, and then you got to pursue, and you got to run after that football hard, and this defense is able to do it, and then they're able to make the tackle on the outside. I love a defense that'll get after it from an effort perspective. Look at these guys run to make the tackle.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
This is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
Third down after that running play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackled short of the first down. It's getting 4th and 1. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Coverage C makes the tackle. No gain on that return. James Madison's offense back out there now. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Gotta go, gotta go. It's fast tempo, it's fast pace. You need the ball twice. You gotta get this down the field as quickly as you possibly can. As a quarterback, it's time to start putting the ball in precarious situations. Take some risks, force the ball down the field.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Shotgun formation here on third down. The receiver grabs it. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That was the most important play for this offense. Had to get the conversion if they wanted any chance in this game whatsoever. Now, put it into 5th gear. They've got to go fast and score in a hurry.
The Dukes have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Well, Chris, this defense is going to have to change something up. The quarterback is way too comfortable. These wide receivers are winning on the outside. This passing game is in rhythm, so the defense has got to change. Whether it's coverage and or blitz, do something different.
Oh, the pocket collapsing. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, when you throw the football this late, you know the coverage can close. And here the window is there early, and then it closes late, and that should have been picked off. That could have been taken back for 6.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. On the run, he's looking deep. He's got it inside the 10. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. And now a timeout call by the offense. That's their first. Trying to get points here before the half. Caught near the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Dukes.
Chris, this is the advantage of the modern running back. The guy that can gain yards between the tackle, but one that can create a play in the passing game. This is just a dump off on the outside, and he's able to just scamper into the end zone. Beautiful job by the quarterback getting to him in the progression, and it's a touchdown for this offense.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Grinding away on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their second. The decision to make here. What are they going to do on this second down? Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. First down, looking for more now. Rips off the big gain to get a first down and let the celebration begin. This game is just about over. Offensive line getting set. It's first down. And the quarterback will take a knee. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. A neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Arizona Wildcats against the Vanderbilt Commodores. Great to welcome in Holly Rowe now, reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in with the Vandy head coach before the game. This is a big game for bragging rights, guys. As you know, both the SEC and the Big 12 try to tout that they are the most physical conference in college football. Well, today in this bowl game, they will get a chance to prove it. Both coaches told me they want to come out and run the ball. Teams are fired up and motivated as they take the field. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Wildcats offense comes on the field first today. And welcome to Miami's Hard Rock Stadium for this year's edition of the Orange Bowl. Just to say that name, Joel, just brings back so many memories. So much college football history has taken place down here in South Florida.
And for a couple of guys that went to Colorado, certainly a lot of history. And yes, that was definitely a clip. So Colorado wins that national championship. But here in this edition of the Orange Bowl, I got to tell you, I am so excited to see these two teams play. What great seasons they've had. They are one step away from competing for a championship.
First down here for this offense. Looking for some space. It's Craig. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Fifita. The pressure's on. He'll try a pass here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Makes a nice move there. He'll be ruled down there, but it is enough for a first down.
I really love this play call. Going with the option on 3rd down. The quarterback just has to be decisive. It makes the pitch, and it's an easy first down. Really good job by this quarterback.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, I know this sounds crazy, but these are some of my favorite plays as a former quarterback. You get off coverage, and you can just take free yards. You take them, and now you're in manageable situations. So as a quarterback wide receiver, I know this looks like nondescript play, but man, these are important. Creating 2nd and short, 3rd and short. Nice job by this offense.
He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Craig. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
4-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 6 now. Oh, the pass rush gets home. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Back to pass. It's Fifita. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, this defense told us their goal on every series is to end the series with a kick, whether that's a punt or a field goal. And here, a stop on third down, in particular leading to 4th and long, it looks like they'll be able to achieve that objective as the field goal unit really should come on the field.
The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, this veteran has certainly been the leader of that receiver room. He's been productive, but also, Joel, the way that he leads these younger receivers has been so impressive.
Chris, how do the coaches put it? He's just reliable every single day, every single moment, and that's certainly the way it's going to be here today. When you need him to be in the right spot and make a play, he's likely to do it.
Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Receivers are bunched together. Receiver in motion now. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fires it on the move. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Every coach is trying to get their quarterback to throw with leverage, Chris. What does that mean? You're trying to give your wide receiver the best chance to catch the football. But when that goes too far, that's when you're not giving your guy a chance to catch the football. And here, this is just way out in front. There's really no chance for the wide receiver.
Scanning the field, it's Carter. Grabbed by the receiver, breaking into the clear. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Arizona has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped into the field, but ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Give it to the back again. He's got a crease. First down and more. He's still running. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, this is what makes him such a great player is that once he breaks that first level and he gets to the second and third level, he's just so elusive and he's so explosive, and the defense just cannot corral him, and he takes off for a big touchdown. This guy is just electric on the outside. What a great pass.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes the score 7-3. them after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Looking downfield, it's Fifita. It's an out route. The catch made. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
I'm really impressed with the ability of this offense to play on time. They are executing at a high level. You got an out route here against zone coverage, and it's just about hitting that back step as a quarterback and getting that ball out, and he does a beautiful job there. It's a completion and a nice game.
Handoff from the shotgun. Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, Chris, that looked really close, and I love the second effort from this running back, fighting for extra yards and ultimately moving the chains. Didn't look like a lot was there in the run game, and yet he was able to fall forward and get the line to gain for a first down.
And the Wildcats keep the football on the move. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down play coming up for this offense. Spinning out of the tackle. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to pass. It's Fifita. Catch made on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free action.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
The Wildcats will have to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. They'll kick it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll run it here. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Commodores signal for time. It'll be their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Handoff in a single back formation. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. Their second. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Back to throw. It's Carter. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout of the half. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Here comes the rush. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Chris, he's really got to be aware of where he is on the field. He was dangerously close to that pocket line. If he's inside the pocket, that really should have been grounding. To my eye, it looked like he was inside.
Commodores will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Springfield. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And the Wildcats will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Quick throw to the left. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Here comes the bunch formation. To the air, it's Carter. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there, incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
What an excellent job by this pass defense. There is nowhere to go with the football. The quarterback is forced into checking that ball down, and yet they're still there and rallying up and making the tackle short of the line to gain. This defense is playing at such a high level right now.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Craig. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is all set up because they're playing assignment football. There is nowhere to go for this running back, so he's just got to continue to move outside. And as he gets linear and starts to move sideways, now it's about pursuit. Watch the defense in pursuit. They get behind the line of scrimmage, and they're able to create a negative play. That is just perfect defense.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Easy work for this offensive line on third and short. That's an easy conversion because of what happened on first and second down. Staying on schedule is paramount for this offense and something that the defense is going to have to combat.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Has got it. They get him down, but the recovery and the return could be a game-changing moment. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So 2nd and 6 now to pick up 4 on first. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Carter. Going for his running back. Grab down the middle. It's Alexander. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
The key to this concept is the tight end running through the middle of the defense. That's what clears out the middle of the field. So as the quarterback is finding the back out of the backfield on the angle route, watch out for the tight end right down the middle later in the game.
And the Commodores looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I don't mind the throw there on 1st down, but now you really need some positive yards. You're down here, you've got goal-to-go situation. You don't want to be in 3rd and long where it's an obvious passing situation. You've got to get this ball down inside the 5, maybe even inside the 3, in order to really give yourselves 2 snaps to go for it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They decide to go pass heavy here in the red zone, and that's 2 incompletions, and now you've got 3rd and long. Now you're going to put a lot of pressure on that offensive line to hold up in pass protection against this pass rush. That's what I'm worried about.
Struggling to find the end zone here. Back-to-back incompletions. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone.
I mean, what a catch right there. That is sensational concentration at the sideline. Unfortunately, it's not going to move the chains, but now a better situation. I think they could go for it here. At least it's a short yardage situation on 4th down.
No field goal team. It's 4th and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Quarterback still with the football. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, Chris, this defense is doing a really good job of being assignment sound. The quarterback has nowhere to go. He can't really get the edge. He's got to dive up in the middle of the field. This defense, if they continue to do this, they're going to have a good day.
Again, makes it second and medium. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. So it's Vanderbilt on top right now. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Back to throw. It's Fifita. Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You cannot have a breakdown like that in coverage in this situation. You can't give up points on this drive, and this secondary has got to lock it up a little bit here. They've got to communicate better and see these route structures as they appear.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeps the football. Watch the spin move. They've got him down out near the 40.
I really love what the offense is able to do here. Chris, they're able to keep themselves on schedule and avoid the obvious passing situation. They do that here by putting the defenders in conflict. These option plays, allowing the quarterback to make the decision. He's able to get a nice gain here and create a manageable situation. Loves staying out of obvious passing, and they're able to do that, again, with conflict.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This offense is clearly in rhythm, no matter what they're trying to do. Pass the football, run the football. They're doing it well. And now another first down. The line is doing a great job. The quarterback is seeing the field. This is such a good drive right now, and you just got to put it in the end zone.
And now the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Can he get there on the ground? They get the 3rd down conversion. First down now from the 37.
They are executing exactly what they wanted to, which was control the game on the ground, and they're doing that right down the middle. This offensive line is winning, and I got to tell you, that coaching staff's got to be thrilled with the way they're running it right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To the air, it's Fifita. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Second down, we're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Richardson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I tell you, Chris, defensively, this is death by 1,000 cuts. They just allow these hitch routes to create second and manageable, third and manageable. It's too easy for the offense. The off coverage has got to change. They've got to get up in the face of this wide receiver and force him to have a difficult release. Take away the easy throw, or else this is going to be a long game.
Oh, what a mistake. A 15-yard gift to the offense when you're trying to protect the lead here late in the game. Here's the handoff. Oh, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, all game we've seen this defense fly around, and they're doing it again here. Just great contact, great physicality right at the catch point. It has been so difficult for this offense to find open space, create any rhythm. This has been a really tough day.
Looking to pass. It's Fifita. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Arizona. They take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, there is nothing better than playing great when greatness is needed. You're down. It's inside of a minute. This offense had to have it, and they're able to put it in the end zone. That is great stuff from this group.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Brown. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. They look to throw it here on second down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
He's got such great awareness once he gets close to that sideline, and you can tell he understands he just needs the 1 foot. He secures the ball, foot down. That's a catch, and that's a first down.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Dropping back, it's Carter. Catch made by the tight end. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Chris, I don't know how the big tight end gets that open in the middle of the field. Somebody has got to target the tight end in coverage. That's an easy throw and catch, and as a quarterback, I will take it all day long. My tight end's open, bam, complete.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's second down and 8 coming up. On the run, it's Alexander. Gets the first and still running. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. This to deadlock the game here in the final minute. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. So a chance to tie the game here in the final minute of play. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
This is the difficult part about being a kicker. Chris, he hasn't attempted a kick all day long. And now in the fourth quarter, Cole, he's got to roll out there and tie the game. And he drills it cold as ice. That's what I'm talking about.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31. And now the unique experience of a college football overtime. The format is unique. A coin toss will decide the choice of playing on offense or defense. Most teams choose to play defense first, and then each side will get a possession beginning from the plus 25-yard line.
You're exactly right, Chris. You want to play defense so you would know exactly what you need to do with your offensive possession here in the first overtime. But this is an opportunity for your coordinators, your play callers, your head coach to take stock. What worked for you during the course of that last quarter or the second half, and lean into those things. Where are you having success? Those are the plays that you need to call right here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Fifita. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. It's a great tackle, spot the ball at the 11, and a red zone opportunity now.
Good execution there for a first down. Now you got to go stick it into the end zone. Remember, you cannot stall out at this point, and as a quarterback, it becomes touchdown, check down. You don't want to put the ball in a precarious spot.
Arizona has now moved into the red zone. On first down, it's play action. QB to the tight end for a completion. Touchdown, Wildcats. They strike first in OT.
Chris, this is the matchup that is so difficult to stop. When you're in the red zone, you get a tight end that can go down the field and force a mismatch. That is a beautiful place to throw the ball as a quarterback. He finds his guy, and it's a touchdown.
And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT puts him in front by 7. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's running out of time here. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Chris, what an answer in this overtime on the first snap after the opposing touchdown. And now the decision has to be made. Do you tie the game up and go to the second overtime, or do you try to win it right here?
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. Point after, knocked right through. Going into the second overtime, the stakes have been raised because if you score a touchdown, by rule, you have to go for a 2-point conversion. So it's intriguing. How many 2-point plays do you trust? Have you been practicing? That usually comes into play, Joel.
Chris, every offensive play caller has those few plays just sitting on the side of their play sheet ready for this moment. It's their best two-point plays, maybe a trick play, some misdirection, and this is the moment that they can finally break them out. You get in the end zone, we're going to see something special.
The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to go a little bit aggressive. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got space. Tackle made, but the gain brings the ball to the 8.
I can't tell you how good of a start this is in overtime, and it's difficult to run the football. We talk about this all the time when you get near the red zone in the scoring area, and here the offensive line just winning up front.
So the offense has a 1st and goal now here in the 2nd overtime. To throw, it's Carter. Makes the catch. Can he get in? That puts him on top here in the 2nd OT.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time, and when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it. And here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in 2nd overtime. And he drops back in the gun, bringing pressure. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense picks it up, still moving. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. So the catch sets up 2nd and very short, and plenty of options for the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they bring him down. Looks like inches short of the marker. So here comes a crucial 3rd down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. Got an opening here. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, it's obviously 4-down territory here, so I don't mind running it on 3rd down. You're trying to create a more manageable 4th down situation, and yet they're still able to convert. Beautiful job by the offensive line in this back, finding the space and moving the chains.
So now it's 1st and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and he'll be dropped behind the line. A sack.
Got to do a better job of managing that situation as a quarterback. You don't want to take a negative play there on 1st and goal, even if you're outside of the 4-yard line. That ball's got to be thrown away. Remember, it doesn't have to be out of bounds to the sideline like it does in the normal field of play. You can just throw that out of the back of the end zone. It's far easier to manage the situation in this down and distance and in this field position. You just got to do it.
Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, the tendency for a quarterback is to speed up just because it's overtime. But you've got to fight that, and you've got to play in rhythm just like he has all game.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, here we go. Have to have it. 4th down. Need a touchdown. This has got to be your best play call, your best player. Everything on the line right here.
So now it's 4th down. Ball game on the line right now. Back to pass. It's Fifita. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And That will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.